Hello, and welcome back to Roslyn. If you're watching on YouTube, this should be episode 18. Thanks for joining me on Twitch if you're watching here. So, today what I want to focus on is this university. Put down like a very rough draft of a university right here to get started, and I want to rethink some of this, and I want to develop this because we're still below capacity for our city's educational needs. And if we come out of this view here, we can see we're still having this not enough educated workers problem at a lot of commercial development. And even so, it's just one highly educated person. That's all they need. But there's no jobs available. Same thing here. They got their highly educated, but now they need their well educated. So that's progress. And that's why I'm not even bothering to historicize some of what's happening right here, is because I need to stabilize the educational demand. Otherwise, commercial businesses will continue to abandon their property, even if they do level up substantially. And if I'm going to be deleting those anyway, why bother? Okay. So let's take a look. University eligibility, 2300. Capacity is only 800 right now. High school and elementary are fine. 2 high schools, 4 elementaries right now, and our 1 university here, the trade school. So to start, just going to rename this. Obviously, this will be the Roslyn Polytechnic Institute, or Roslyn Poly, I guess it might end up being called. Roslyn Tech, I'm not sure. I like Roslyn Tech. So maybe that's what we'll call the neighborhood. Okay. So, let's see, I want to go in and look at what I've got here. So capacity 810, that's exactly what we saw in the info view. I did fund an academic work, a grant for artistry, last episode when we first threw all this down. Obviously campus attractiveness needs to go way up too, and we've only got like 330 students even enrolled right now, so I think that's a factor of a couple things. One, there's not really much transit over here yet. 2, I don't know what number 2 would be. I think it's just the transit, honestly. And this needs to obviously continue to fill in here to make the university feel integrated into the city. But I think part of what I'm going to do today is the university is going to be on both sides of Roslyn Street here. So I want to bring this over, maybe at least up to right there for now. I'm going to go back in here and reconnect Roslyn Street as a zone. Just around there, okay. And then I also want to extend this across the street up to that 3rd block there. And we'll see how that goes, because the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is move these dorms over to the other side. I think I just like that better. Go right there. So they'll be like pushed back off of Roslyn Street itself, but still very accessible to campus, but also because it is like housing, it'll feel a little more like a part of a city, part of the city up here, I think. And then just because the terrain right there is wonky, I want to bring this around on the side over here. Will it fit in this way? I think it will. So why don't I go ahead and pull the road out here. And then what happens if I bring this like right here? Ooh, kind of love that. Kind of love that. And I may even... Ooh, the terrain is still giving me some issues out here. Pull that back for a second. There we go. Oh, okay. Can't quite come in there. If I just move this so it does back right up onto the road there. Very nice. It gives us a little more room to landscape there. And we're not getting any power over here now. Just going to throw this temporary line back in there to hook back up. We are starting to get close to our electrical capacity, which is interesting. It's going to do it. You're not connected for some reason, I guess. There we go. Okay. So, then, in the interest of zhuzhing up the campus here, what else do we have unlocked? Police Academy, we're not doing that. Groundskeeping, could put somewhere kind of out of the way. And then the book club, which could sort of be a central feature of something here. Wonder, is this going to be a good spot for it? Yeah, I don't hate that. It's kind of, I'm not crazy about it on the same block as the main building there, though. What about back here? I guess that works. Okay. Groundskeeping. Yeah, so I'm just gonna continue to grid this out a little bit. And that's sort of our standard Roslyn block there. I think this is going to feel a little different from some of the rest of Roslyn though, because I would like to start mixing it up a little bit. So I'm just going to put in a little grid down here. Leave myself some space to drop in some bigger things. I think then I want to bring this like right onto the road there. Bring some pathing in. Like to bring that in right there too. I'll wait until we have our power situation figured out. And we're not getting power across the road right now. There we go. The other way we could solve that short term would be come in with a couple of these. Okay. So I want to go ahead and try to get a tram down here. And to do that, I think Roslyn Street needs to become a tram. A couple of things have to happen to make that happen. First of all, I think I need to rip out the Roslyn Street that exists here right now and bring this wider road in straight, because I went ahead and D-zoned this right here Because I think Marceline is going to end up feeling a lot more like a frontage road now, and nobody's going to want to live backed right up to Roslyn Street, and it's also going to be really prime commercial real estate, I think. Or maybe even offices, or high-density residential. I think it kind of could just depend on what the need ends up being. But, okay, so to accomplish this, I do need to move a couple of things. This has got to move temporarily. Stick that right there for now. This police station can hang out right here for now. And then my plan here is to sever this, get rid of this and this. Why don't I go ahead and pause it? Just so my buses don't get too confused. Come in here with this on the straight. And can I just plug right into that? And then, ooh, it wants to give me a little bit of trouble right there. So I think what I'm going to do, pull those out. And then see if I can just bring them back in. Yep, just like that. Okay. And that should all be hooked up now. Let's check their oh, yep, still gotta bring this back in. You know, it's not a bad time to take the opportunity to go ahead and just do this, and then this, and give a little crosswalk right there. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, I think we can resume progression. Okay, now to get the tram down here, what has to happen? So right now the only tram line is on Factory Street. It's doing pretty good traffic, I'd say. I think, oh, let me bring that these guys back as well, if there's room for them here now. Ooh, that's not gonna fit there now. Interesting. I think that'll work. Go ahead and hook this up again. I'm reserving this space right here to put in a city hall shortly. So even this residential right here might go away, because I want to do like a nice winding road along the coast right here to hook up probably like almost to Roslyn. I might bring this one across here still as a sort of frontage road. I'd like to do a bike path. There's a lot I want to do right here, but first I think the university has to really have a reason to exist, or the means to really justify this kind of expenditure, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna put tram tracks. Oh, that's odd. Okay. I'm gonna put tram tracks down, I believe this is Summit Boulevard. Let's see. Yeah, it looks right at that peak right there, basically. So that gets us to Roslyn. It would be nice to have maybe a loop around the library here, or down along the coast. Let me switch into tram roads. Oh, it could just come up to the library, I guess. I want to be sensitive about how much this is going to cost, though, because to get it all the way to the university, what am I looking at? I think we can do that. Now I just need to make a turnaround. Gotta figure out how I want to do that here. I'm almost tempted to turn that into a 2-lane or a 4-lane road. Into a bigger road at least. Because I know I have room. And I think it actually is going to be, for the campus at least, like a pretty substantial road. For now. Do that. Honestly, I may want to do it over here too. Just so there's plenty of parking around the campus. Go ahead and connect up with power again. And put the paths back in. Curious. By what? By that road? Interesting. What if I turn off road guidelines? Can't get in there from that either. Weird. If I put this in first. No, I guess not. Okay, what if I turn off grid 2? There we go. That'll do it. Okay. Could I just send the tram around the main university building here? No, I think it makes more sense for it to have its own sort of dedicated turnaround. They put that in front of the dorms. Would they put that over here? You could have it by the dorms. In which case, I think I want to turn this into a one-way tram road. Change the direction on it. Which means may as well make this a one-way down here as well. Cannot upgrade to this type. Interesting. Can you do... No? What? Interesting. Not sure what that's about. Maybe I should leave this two-way then? Oop. Oh, that was why. I had it set on change direction. Okay. Duh. Okay, and then now I can come back through here, actually upgrade these. Still change the direction. I like that. I may just leave this as normal. Ooh, autosave. Take a sip of coffee. And I changed the direction again when I wanted to upgrade. There we go. There's going to be a lot of landscaping I'm going to do here anyway, so I'm not going to be super worried about it just yet. Right now we're just trying to get the building blocks of this campus itself into place, and I'm already much happier with this layout than what we were working with. So the other thing we need to do is make some other kind of tram turnaround. I think the best place for that is going to be right here, and I am going to eminent domain the hell out of those. Oh look, we got the cinema right here on Roslyn Street. I love that. Go ahead and store size all these. Okay, And those are gone pretty much already. And I think I want to move the dog park onto Constance, if I can. Yep. Because I feel like this is going to be a good place for a major tram stop. To do that, though, I need to bring tram roads in right here. Just create a little triangle. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bring a tram line past the high school. Guess I'll put a stop right there for right now. Obviously still gotta fill all this in, but so I'm not gonna do many stops through here right now because I want to come back and do it properly later on. That 4-lane. Connect up the power again. Oh, it jumped. Okay, interesting. Don't need that anymore. Back to this. Pick that line back up. Actually, I don't need that stop there. Put one right there so we can try to feed Eureka Boulevard a little bit. Put one right there to feed that. I'm not even really sure about this one by the high school. Oh, academic year report. Look at that. We're leveling right up already. Okay. Wait. No, those are all the things we already unlocked. Okay. Academic works +1. We got students. Campus attractiveness is up on the up. Tuition fees, close. Okay. So we definitely have some work to do yet on that. For now, let me finish out this tram line. I don't think I'm going to put another stop in right there. It's fine as a pickup. I don't love it as much as the drop off, and I want this line to be fairly expedient. So our trams will be able to get down there from Summit, which could benefit from a tram as well. Let's see how the Summit bus line looks. Summit Boulevard, number 1. By passengers? Absolutely. So, yeah, where is it hung up? Right here? Right at the Statue of Industry. Interesting. Okay, I am going to take a quick break from the university and add in some housing real quick. I think I want to expand this. I think Roslyn Tech will kind of come up here. Although, do I want it to be a different... I might want it to be a different neighborhood. Different from campus proper, at least. So maybe this takes up those first 2 blocks, and then Briarwood Park, I guess we'll call it for now. So what I want to do with Briarwood Park is I want to do a theme. I want to go for University City, and then I'm going to fence this in real quick. Rather be safe than sorry on these major streets like this. And turn grid back on. Gonna leave 4. Let's see how that looks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's perfect. Okay, this is all fenced in, so now is the moment of truth as to whether or not the University City theme has housing in our typical style here. And we're going to find out. So the University City theme is nice because it gives you sort of like a little more rundown look to it, I think. It's It looks like student housing. As somebody who lived in a lot of student housing and was also temporarily a student housing handy person, I can definitely attest to that. I think the game's mechanics don't really function in a way where it's necessarily used as student housing, but that's sort of what it looks like. So you see it's got the university tag on the top there, and I may well historicize a lot of these. I'm going to go ahead and speed up time, see if we can get this to pop in here. Because the nice thing about these is they start out really rustic, to put it nicely. They also work really well out in the countryside, I find. But as they level up, they do get nicer. We're gonna have power issues, I guess. Okay, nope, that's gonna link up there. That's great. Let's see if I can go ahead and maybe just put this right here. Bolster that electrical connection. You see it's like a lot of little bungalows. I don't know why many of them have playground equipment necessarily. But yeah, we're not getting a ton of variety here. And that's because there's only so many for each lot size. If I had just zoned this sort of more normally, wouldn't be quite this. Oop, those are not a part of our neighborhood, it would appear. So you see that's what happens when you redistrict a zoned area. Just gonna pop the historic on a couple of these that look okay already. I don't want them getting too nice, you know. Okay, and then we've got a ton of commercial demand. So one of the things I like to do with university is have a nightlife area, and I think that would actually make a lot of sense, like right here. So the Linden District, I want to put the leisure specialization on this. And then I guess I kind of want to just see what comes in. Or maybe I should put something unique in right here. Some kind of small plaza or something. Fantastic fountain, too big. Slow time down again. Ooh, that fits very nicely. Question is, where does it go? I think right here, and then we can flank commercial on either side of this, and use this middle square as sort of a I don't know, a park area in the midst of this, because it'll be nice to have some breaks there. Just do 3 deeps, I guess. Interesting. So just want to see what pops in here. Maybe you should put in some paths now before things get too advanced here. There we go. Just gonna throw in some temporary pedestrian access for now at least. Temporary, we'll see if it becomes permanent, I'm not sure yet. Okay, we got a bar right there. Fresh meatballs, loving to see it. Sing along karaoke, it's just what you'd like to do with your friends. Comedy club, a pub, a raw food. Loving what I'm seeing here right now, gotta be honest. So, if we try to do a couple 3x3s there. Try for another big one out here, or just a couple of small things. So these don't actually level up, but I'm going to historicize them anyway, just to make them harder to delete, because I love how this is coming together. Oh, I love the diner. Yep, little meatball shack right there. Perfect. Okay, this is really starting to take shape. So let's check in on the university now. Let's see. So it's not a matter of capacity, it seems to be a matter of attractiveness. Obviously we should fund another academic grant. Money's not really a problem right now. We're sitting at a cool $500,000. Let's check in on policies. Yeah, why don't we do these? That should help with our attractiveness. We'll just have to keep an eye on the budget, make sure it doesn't drop down too far. Oh, this is cute. It's like a little house. It's a kitty cat cafe. Oh, I love that. Oh, great. Something's popping in there. Gym. I guess that makes sense for campus. May even want to bring a road right through here. Yep. Okay. Do we have a bus line running right here yet? Nope, we should do that. Oh, that bus line should go. Okay, so where should this go? I think right there. It'll loop around and stop right there. Sure, right there. Right there. There, maybe. Now we'll do it here, okay? Right there, right there, and close it up. So just trying to create some, transit connections through here already. So we'll probably want a little bit of just regular commercial too over here for the students. Let's see, how far does this district come out? Yeah, like that. So I think it would be nice to see maybe some grocery stores fronting White Avenue there. Here we go. Maybe I should have left a little more room for trees there. Let's see if I can sneak some in. Okay, there we go. I guess we could have a couple laundromats. Why not? I might dehistoricize this one. Let it go. Bookstore for sure. Little fast food joint. What's this gonna be? Corner shop? Yep. Okay. Ooh, got another one right here. Bowling. Love it. That looks like garbage. What if we do these? Also very large. Hedges. Guess that'll work. Okay. There's going to be a lot of detailing to do here, obviously. Oop, this is jumping in now. Drugstore, yep. You just throw one down right there still. We're still seeing a lot of commercial demand. Let's see how the new tram line's working. Not seeing a ton of utilization. I think what has to happen, unfortunately... Oh my god, that is an absolute mess. So, Roslyn Street line, which is not really doing any traffic right now, has got to come out. So, I'm just going to pull this back a stop at a time here. Okay, now what's going on with this? Because this is kind of winky wonky down here. Where does it even go? Is this it? Yes, that is it. So the problem is that there's a stop right there. And really this should probably be here. And then where does it go? So then it goes over there for some reason. Has to loop back around. So we just pull that right there. That should do the trick. So now you can easily get on the tram, right? Or no, maybe that should be, I think this should probably be right here. So you have easy easy walk to the tram stops. Which means we could even pull this around here. Yeah, sure. That'll do. Okay. Obviously, this is going to be... I'm going to do that pastel yellow again, make it pop. I get it? It's a little more yellow. I think that'll work. So this is... Oh, I think Roslyn was 07, I saw. So it'll still be the 7 line. Let's see if we go by name here. Okay. So then Roslyn still has a bus line technically. It's just only into the yards now from that key intersection. Bus line 8. This is technically factory again. Just gonna do a little transit cleanup real quick. Okay, so what I've done is gone through and just taken a look at my bus lines and seeing if I have any backups or stoppages. So check the middle line here, running pretty smooth with 5 buses. So factory is back actually, it's just this end down here. You can see that's still Factory Street. There's obviously still some redevelopment that's going to happen there, and the tram just doesn't come all the way down here yet, like it does on Roslyn. But it's looking okay, because that's a short route. Valley View is actually, I took a couple of buses off of this. It had 7, so now I took one bus off at 6 because it's clearing all its stops, and we don't want to create too much traffic there. Eureka, I had to boost way up because you can see this right here is just getting fed by the factory lines now. Oh god, there's another fire. Well, so this is a good chance to bring up, believe I have disabled fire spreading. So hopefully this won't be the end of the world. Still having some problems there with obviously educated workers, but this seems to be okay. If you've noticed the last couple videos, there have been a lot of fires. So anyway, we were talking about transit. So Eureka, I bumped up, and it's still not really even clearing. So obviously this is a very popular route for some reason. And we can even get a microscopic level view and see like, okay, autosave, sip of coffee. So yes, if we pause time, we can see like, okay, so what are these people doing here? So they live here, they go to the high school, they were all the way over here at Briar Rose Triangle, and they took, I guess the bus back? No, they're going there. So they just took the bus down here and got dropped off, and now they're gonna get at the tram. Okay. So what I need to do is find somebody who's waiting for the bus, resides at the Kent residence. Back to Todd Jones. So he just wants to take that up the hill, I guess. Everybody from Eureka really seems to resides at the Crest residence. She came down the hill to go over there. I guess that makes sense. Okay. So she'll just get on this other bus now. So downtown Eureka is really bustling with a lot of bus activity right now. Yeah, so Eureka Boulevard is slammed because of that stop right there, which is a good bus line, honestly. Let me just bump one more on it, I think. Budget is in great shape. Park Street. So here's another one where we've got one stop that appears to be right here at Eureka again. That just will not clear. I noticed this when I just came through. So there we go. So Roslyn Street is still a bus, even though it has a tram now. It runs from the high school here, just up into the yards, because that is all still technically Roslyn Street. It really doesn't need 2 stops there. I thought I got rid of that. There we go. Just let people out by the gym there. And now Dusty Road is over here, and it's doing fine. College Avenue, so this is a new one. I just renamed this street. So this is our bus that comes down from the Linden District to Briarwood Park, as they are currently called, to the campus here, just to create a little connectivity right there. And also that connects now with that Factory Street line, so people can make a transfer, this little triangle. Yeah, and then let's check in. So we're spending way too much on trams right here right now. Definitely don't need all of those. We can bump that back to 4 and see what happens. Okay. I can't believe the cemetery is not empty yet. It's almost there. So once that's empty, Eureka Boulevard, I'm going to bring it down here. And whatever this is, Vermont Street right now, is gonna probably terminate right here near the intersection of Factory and Eureka. Maybe this will become a roundabout, honestly, I don't know. But the cemetery is gonna move, probably slap down a big cemetery development somewhere soon. I think we made a lot of progress on this campus area today. I don't know. Okay. That's a good way to end an episode as well. So we've unlocked monorail, which is actually huge. May make a big transit difference for us soon. Unlocked a lot of train stations. That's also a big deal for passenger travel as well as for our um, industry. And a lot of cool train stations, and I think those might be really important in this map, actually, eventually, as Roslyn develops out into some more remote areas of this map. So the train and the monorail, the cable car is also very nice. I think there's a couple of chances to make use of those. Some unique buildings, whatever. Okay, interesting. So, as far as the campus goes, which was supposed to be the focus of this episode, attractiveness is still down. Students are still down. Academic works. There's another one on the way. Oh, well, you know what we should be doing is funding the academic staff, obviously. The trick here is, what is my education budget at currently? So it's 3,000, which is not all, but a lot. I should actually be able to bump this back now that I've disabled fire spreading, I hope. Okay. I'm gonna speed up time a little bit so the budget will, those ramifications will start to play out here and just see what happens. Okay. Looking good. Just gonna throw down some more residential right here since that demand is back now. Go. Those are gonna pop right in. Yeah, so we've got to start here. I think there's a couple of services we can throw in really quick too that'll make a difference. So a lot of campuses you're going to see they're going to have their own police department. And it probably wouldn't hurt to have a fire station over here as well. It's going to make everyone very happy. And a lot of times you'll see universities have their own medical center as well. And that might actually be on campus somewhere. Somewhere a little more proper, I guess I should say. Oh, actually, I love this spot for it on College Avenue. Might even see a hospital. It's not necessary now that we have the medical center. Could put a library over here. The campus comes with a library eventually. The faculty medical laboratory. This technically counts as a hospital as well. If our campus sort of goes in a medical direction, maybe that's the way to go. I'm not sure the trade school is really built for that. But it is a really nice content creator feature. Slow time down again. Maybe if I add in some more amenities. Obviously behind the dorms here. Some basketball hoops might be nice. Or some tennis courts nearby as well. Maybe those could go. We'll do one basketball court and we'll do 2 tennis. And maybe even throw in a skate park. We will leave the skate park for now. It is a good addition to a campus area though, I feel like. Can we squeeze it in up here? It's like a major intersection though. Okay. It's alright. I think this is all going to be very customized detailing eventually. For now, maybe it's wise to put a dog park in somewhere over here for the kids, campus area. They kind of already have one, I guess. Okay. Let's just oversize that. Ooh, this leveled up. Now look at that. It stayed nice and low to the ground. Looks like some kind of Olive Garden. It's labeled as a drugstore. That's also a coin laundry. Whatever. These have filled in now. Another bowling alley. We need 2 bowling alleys right next to each other. Okay. Alright. I'm pretty pleased with how this is coming along right here, I'll be honest. I think there's still a ton of potential. As this campus builds out, hopefully it'll level up. We'll keep developing the city. You know, maybe I'll put the mall in next. You know, I think the other big thing is just to create some more connectivity. So I did some transit work this episode, bringing the tram line down here, connecting up some bus lines and stuff. Now that the monorail is unlocked, that opens up a lot of possibilities. Metro is also unlocked. I think even some bike paths would be a big game changer. Maybe even connecting up to the existing elevated bike path network somehow, if that's a possibility. Right now, that is completely severed down here, so definitely something to think about. Maybe bringing that down Roslyn Street. Or connecting it up. I'd love to do one along the bay here, right? Imagine the view. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully next time we'll see this university continue to grow so we can fix this not enough educated workers problem in the final episode of the trilogy. Thanks. Catch you next time.